Hi, and welcome to our transition video between levels 4 and 5 for sight reading. I'm going to start by reviewing level 4 with all of you. So if you look at a level 4 sight reading, here's kind of like your word bank or all of the patterns that you might see within that. You might have a resting tone or a keyality or a do of C, F, D, E flat, or G. So do can kind of live in a lot of different places on the staff, and you just have to make sure that you're being conscious of where your do is starting. We have three different time signatures that we're choosing from: 4/4, 2/4, or 3/4, mostly just referring to the number of beats in a measure. In a level 4, we have a range of an octave, so any note is fair game. They might give you notes that are moving by scale or step rather. So like what you see right here when it goes from space, line, or line, space without any skips. They might also give you some skips. They might give you a do mi sol pattern, which is easy to see because if you locate your do and your do is on a space, then your do mi sol will all live on a space. But if you locate your do on a line, then your do mi sol will all live on a line, like here. You might also see a bigger jump of do to sol. You can see those jumps right here. So if you're doing a level 4 and you see a big jump, you know that it's do sol. Rhythmically, we have quarter notes, half notes, pairs of eighth notes, and quarter rests. Nothing too tricky. In terms of dynamics, we have piano, soft, forte, loud, and mezzo forte, medium loud. But when we move up to level 5, we have quite a few changes here. In a level 5 sight reading, okay, we keep, mostly the same resting tone, mostly the same keys as options. We keep the same time signatures as options, but our range extends beyond an octave. Instead of just having do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, they might throw a re on top of everything, or even a ti down below everything. So if you look at the example I have here, I started do on my bottom line, C. And you could see that the range goes up above a middle octave C to a D. You might also see something where the range extends below low do. So just be aware that there might be a note even below here, which would be your T. In terms of intervals, we still maintain our do mi sol pattern. We also will get the inverse of that. So backwards, sol mi do, not a problem for any of us. We will still get do sol, which you can see like right here, for instance, in measure 10. It's a big interval, big jump. If you see a big jump in a level 5, you know it's do sol. You might also get a descending sol do, which you can see right here. In terms of patterns that usually mess with people's minds when they're doing a level 5, the most common mistakes I see are that people are not comfortable with this pattern right here, sol, ti, re. We just have to be comfortable with these dominant patterns. So let's do some echo practice to get ready. We're in the key of C. Repeat after me. Do, mi, sol. Do, mi, sol. Now I'm going to do the inverse. I'm going to kind of go down on a major tonic pattern using these. Sol, mi, do. Sol, mi, do. Now I'm going to go down to these dominant patterns. Do is here, so I need to kind of count down to sol. Do, ti, la, sol. Sol, ti, re. Try it. Re, ti, sol. Sol, ti. Ti, re. You would see any of those patterns within a level 5 sight reading. You might also see them up the octave. So sing do. Do is right here. Now let's find high sol. Sing high sol. Do, re, mi, fa. Sol is right here. Okay, repeat after me. Sol, ti, re. Sol, ti. Ti, re. Okay, now let's practice going between like scale-wise and skipping notes. I'm going to show you some hand signs. You sing what I show. Here's our do. You should have sung do, re, mi, fa, sol. How about this? You should have done sol, ti. Okay, this time I'm going to put all that together. Start at the bottom. Do, sol, ti. Let me add on. I'm starting on sol. Sol. You should have sung sol, ti, re. Now I'm going to add some stuff after that. Watch my signs. Sing what I sign. Sol. Do is where you should have landed. Do. Sol, ti, re, do. Sol. I'm going to do a descending tonic pattern. Sol. You should have sung sol, mi, do. Now, another thing that usually trips people up is identifying the difference between do, mi, sol and sol, ti, re. If you look right here, for instance, in measure 11, you'll see do, mi, sol is space, space, space. Then if you're searching for a sol, ti, re, the dominant pattern is always on the opposite. Like if do, mi, sol is spaces, sol, ti, re would be lines. So right here, I can identify, oh, that must be sol, ti, re because it's line, line, line. Let's look at a different example. Right here, we have do, mi, sol, which is based on the lines. And then here, I have sol, ti, re. I can see it real fast because it's on the spaces instead. The last couple things that you'll need to know for a level 5 sight reading are dotted quarter notes followed by single eighth notes. So remember, when you're reading these, they're 1.5 beats, but it feels like 2. So for example, right here would be do, day. And it feels like you jump off the second beat. Let's try it. Do, day. Let's try the whole line. Here we go. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Try one in 3/4 time. Ready? And here you go. Do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do. Keep going. Try this one in 4/4 time. Ready? And go. Do. You should have said do, day. Excellent. We have 4 dynamics here. We're just adding mezzo piano, which is medium soft. Best of luck in your transition from a level 4 to a level 5. The main thing to remember is that we add sol, ti, re in a 5, and we add a dotted quarter note followed by a single eighth note. Good luck.